tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade, far and wide.
Well, that's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because...
Sirs, might I ask you a question?
A stranger? What the fuck are you doing here?
Is something wrong?
I'd say so. Let me explain.
I can't. I'm in a hurry.
No, you're asking for a hiding, you stuck-up whoreson.
To hell with you. For glory and carnage, die!
What the hell? Were these some of the charcoal burners? Really? I had important things to do, and now you've gone and made my horse run off. Pebbles! There you are.
Quick! Quick! Oh.
We have arrived.
Oh.
Charcoal, Miller.
What?
I have for you your document.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
Judging by the contents, it seems like you're dabbling in alchemy here at the mill.
That's not a bad guess. But don't forget about astrology, theurgy, transmutation, and a smidgen of demonology. Although that's something anyone with a grain of sense should avoid. Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
That much? We're going to need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semi.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
You promised you'd get me into that wedding.
I did, but I didn't say when. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. You guessed it. It's nothing less than high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
What? What?
A golem, you say? Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you going to do with a
Really,
living
Henry?
pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. And Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. And all the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now, I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Saltpeter is niter, that I know. They're white crystals similar to salt, but I have no idea what you might need it for here at the mill. Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for young Semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction. And also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter. or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily-liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
You have a secret storage space? You're full of surprises, Crazel.
What's so surprising about that?
Well, actually, it makes sense. I reckon you can't just make a golem in the mill. So how do I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget, you could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while, after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Well, I haven't spoken to Zinnik yet, so at least we'll get to know each other.
Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Why? What? I'm so confused. The miller is making a golem. A creature of legend, of myth. What the fuck was that?
What was that noise? Woodcutters.
Why did I pull out my halberd? Grab some of these herbs on my way, I guess. Okay, I think I'll be fine without having my sword out, because there doesn't seem to be anyone out here yet. This is a secret laboratory. Or lair. Take all of that. Guess it's y'all that I'm looking for.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
I'm not.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what?
Excuse me.
I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I do.
I've got something here.
And 100 and... No, not all 100. 51 nettles.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
What in the
The
world?
kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand
Nah, I
here
bet I
talking
could take
about
it
flower
on.
golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zeneg in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zeneg and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the Millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, I'll be... That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Well, those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He's definitely a lot different from the Millers I know.
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
A barrel isn't much.
But we did bloody thorough job. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that
So what you're
saltpeter
saying is we
crystals
need
are
a
formed
cave.
in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. But I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
Let me get this straight. The only way to know if you've got saltpeter is by tasting it. And you guys went around to every pigsty and shithole in the region in order to find it.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the Knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Scarlets.
Huzzah. Alright.
Farewell, and take a bath, for goodness sake. You look awful. What? So it's you.
Well, I suppose, with that being said, we need to make our way up to the Nomads camp. From the Nomads camp, we could go up and kill Handsome, I suppose. From there, talk to Vostok about the poachers. From there, go deal with the wolves, and then from there, we can go through Troskovitz and then to the Gravedigger. Sounds like we have a plan.
Quick! Gah! Quick! Go!
Ow! Ow!
Whoa! Whoa!
You apparently have a quest for us, sir.
Greetings. Do you need something?
So how's it going? Good.
Ah,
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again? All right. But we still have to make a bet.
absolutely.
Here's the money.
Good. Defend yourself. Well.
Left, right,
Christ!
right, left.
Oh, Christ! Shit! You'll be shitting at your own.
Left, right.
Cordoba! I'm wounded!
Kick, punch.
You'll be walking arse. You.
Huzzah. I am Timothy.
God bless you.
Come on, wake up now. How's your head?
Oh, say, Henry. You battered me pretty good. Here's your money. Enjoy it.
More melee at the mill.
Are you still fighting sometimes?
Sure. What else am I supposed to do all day?
What about another
Come on.
brawl?
Damn, you're enjoying this.
Oh, you
But don't
bet.
forget the bet.
Absolutely.
Here's the money.
That's more like it. Are you ready?
Nice.
Left.
Come down.
Left.
Just you wait.
I think I took out one of your teeth there, friend.
Fuck yourself.
I gotta let you get at least one hit in. Ah. You're next. You are next. Come on now, Malik. Get up. Give me my coin.
You really kicked my ass.
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings. You earned it.
And last but not least, the one who apparently doesn't want to talk to me.
Greetings, my friend.
Well, are you still fighting people?
Of course. Do you want to try again?
What about one more fight?
I don't have anything better to do anyway. Not so fast. Do you have anything to bet?
I do.
I've got a lot to bet, but none of you have the
Say your
coin
prayers.
to bet that much. Well, that didn't
All right,
take
so
much.
you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You can shove your thanks up your ass. Here, it's yours.
A little bit of a sore loser, aren't you? That's fine. All right.
I want to try pickpocketing.
All right. Let's see how you do today.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra money?
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal cabbages. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill. You might find something more interesting there.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere. They work all their earnings.
Okay, yeah, we already talked about this.
But if yours first...
Don't you worry.
Alright. Fabulous. Horse of legend, steed of the mighty Henry. We ride.
What is this hooved monster?
Fuck you. This is my horse. His name is Pebbles. And he's got more charisma than you'll ever have. Oh. Wash up.
Christ.
You, someone over here.
Lajo Dives, Gajo. What are you here for today?
Heard you might
got a
have
job for a
work.
blacksmith.
I'd say so. You have come just in time. You will help us, won't you? You already helped us once. The Voivode's life is at stake. They want to kill him.
What? Who wants to kill him?
Jagalokosh. Someone put a curse on my Voivode. At night, it takes sleep away from him. Eats away the skin on his hands. Even the horses are spooked when the Voivode so much as walks by.
A curse? That sounds more like a job for you. All I can do is pull teeth.
I can't help him. But you can, Devleskero Manush. And I'll tell you how. You know what sooth water is?
Some
Moonshine?
kind of moonshine? A sip of that can do miracles.
No, not moonshine. It's a protection against magic. Take 3 lumps of coal, 3 breadcrumbs, and 3 pinches of salt and put them in water. Such water will lift even the worst of curses from those who wash in it.
So you know what to do. Fine. Then pour the water on a dung heap, and the curse is gone.
Why would I get rid of it when I can use it?
What good is such cursed water?
It's good for you, Miromanush. You'll forge Karo, a saber for the Voivode. Make it tough, sharp, and dangerous like him. And then you'll quench the saber in the cursed water.
I think I could do that.
The curse in the saber must then gain strength to protect the Voivode, and only harm those who wish him ill. It must taste blood before the Voivode takes the saber in his hand. But it all depends on whose blood it is.
What?
I reckon human blood would be best against human magic, right?
Devlale, have you gone mad? If anyone found out, they would drive us out, or worse. We already have more enemies here than there are stray dogs around.
Well, so how about dog's blood?
Rikon. You can kill one. There were some running around down below the camp. Dirty, foul beasts. No one will miss them.
I don't know. I still don't like it.
How do you mean? What don't you like? Did you want the job? You did, and we'll pay you well. You have my word.
I can forge a saber, aye. But why should I be the one to kill something with it? The Voivod can do that himself.
He can't. The curse was meant for him. The Voivod must not touch the saber until the curse is sealed within it by the blood. You have to give it a drink of blood yourself. And it can't be just any blood.
All right, then.
Mistores, good choice. I will reward you well. But first forge the saber, and do your best, so it serves the Voivod long and well. And here's your salt water. Be sure not to splash it on yourself.
Okay, I think we have everything we need except for maybe the deer skin. That's a really good saber. I wonder if I'll be able to make one for myself afterwards. And whilst we're here, we can do some more training.
Good day to you.
Let's fight.
And what'll it be? A practice fight or a real one?
I just want to practice.
And what's your weapon of choice?
I want to try to get better with this
Give me a
pole
staff.
arm.
All right. And what should I take?
Take a short sword and shield as well.
Very well. Shall we?
Of course.
I'll hold back for now. Tell me when I can start attacking.
Ah!
Start attacking again.
As you wish. Now that's what I call an opener! Oh, Jesus! I'm hit! Ah! Fucking hell! Now that's what I call an opener! Watch and learn!
What's up, Jungo Shida?
Watch and learn! Now you're in trouble! Oh, Christ! Shit!
Enough. Let's give it a rest.
Let's finish up. What's wrong? Do you want to try something else?
I think we're good.
I'll come back once I'm rested.
I understand.
Okay. Our strength went up. Hercules. For every 5 levels of strength, you gain 1 charisma. You know what? Let's go with that. I am so charismatic. Ooh, well built. As your strength increases, your carrying capacity increases. For each level of strength, you gain 12 points in carry capacity. Oh my god. Each level of vitality, you gain 1 extra stamina point. In combat, you are more resilient than a mere mortal. Your armor will have 10% higher, good-natured and all that. And well built. Ooh. That's the one that we need. Skills. Combat. Combos. What is the polearm combos that we have? Right, left, right, left. Left, right. Left, right. Okay. Interesting. But now also, look at our carry capacity. It is skyrocketed. For we are mighty. We are Henry the Great. Hercules of the whole realms. Hello there, Voivo. I don't need to talk to you for any reason. I do need to come talk to you. You're not even here. Oh, it's you.
Shalom. What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
First of all, does he have anything I need? I don't think so. Second, sell him some of this garbage. Ooh, this crossbow does more damage than mine. How quaint. I don't want it though, because it's an old crossbow. No, I still need that. These I don't need though. I'll keep that necklace. Fever tonic. Interesting. I can use that to poison someone later on. Stolen in God knows where. So I will have to find something that he has. Which honestly, I might just go with some dried meat.
Let's
Now
talk
we
about
can
the price.
haggle.
Bitte?
Satisfied?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little. Hey, you convinced me with
Huzzah.
that price. Masa umatan tov. Zeig es on.
Okay, so done that. Now she wants us to go forge this sword for the Vivo. Oh. There appears to be a man in the road. He looks lost.
What am I to do now?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Do you know,
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
What sort of letter was it?
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Something tells me he's not telling the entire truth. But also... Just a... Now I'll beat him
Very
up.
well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
Like a locomotive I am. How does it feel being hit by a train, even though you guys don't know what that is for the next couple hundred years?
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth, most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Interesting way to help a traveler out, I guess. Henry, the Wolf of Scouts, here to help everyone. And there's bandits.
Now you're going to get it.
I'll be done with you in a flash. Who's next? I'm all yours.
Take that. Oh.
You son of a bitch!
Ow.
Fuck yourself. You can't stand up to this.
You know much for us, fucker.
You won't get away with that, bastard.
Freaking bandits on this road, dude. And they killed one of these huntsmen.
Go!
What? Oh!
Show you! We're under attack! Show your stuff! Ha! Mercy! Spare me!
Kiss your ass goodbye. Attack! Come and help! I'll show you.
Enough! I give up!
Well, that was easy.
I know it is spoiled. I feel...
They literally put up no fight whatsoever. Did I actually hit him with that?
You swine! Alert! To arms!
Jesus Christ. Who is this man and why is he so formidable compared to the rest of them? Except all it took was one hit. What was he hitting me with? Whatever it was, it frickin' hurt. Oh, it's just a common warhammer, really? We found some soap. This one road is covered in so many bandits. Crazy. There appears to be one left.
quick.
Whoa!
Now this is odd. Three dead nobles. Just here on the road. No sign of anyone. Oh, there's no footprints, no nothing. Come along, Pebbles. Must
Quick!
see if there's anyone along the path who could have done this. And why? Okay, that looks to be the charcoal burner's place. What time is it? Because this may be something we want to do in the dead of night. But that won't stop me from maybe scoping out the place a little bit first. Couple of them right there. Are any of them out here walking around? Doesn't look like it. So it looks as though they mostly all congregate near the houses. Very good. It's quite possible we might be able to assassinate Handsome without any of the others knowing. But to do so, we must wait until nightfall. But I'm going to need you to stay right here.
Sit. Stay. Here you go. Take it.
Here. Eat that while you wait. I'm gonna have to get stuff to make more of this brew later. For now. Where's my dagger? We just have to figure out who Handsome is. Try to knock this guy out. Coming with me, bud. Or I'm at least going to drop you over here. He's got to be one of these guys.
Fuck this!
Run, for your leader is dead. That went surprisingly well. For a stealth mission, at least.
Come here. Quick! Go!
Alright. So we need to tell the huntsman about the poachers from, I do believe it was around that pond. Which, of course, every time I come here, it seems to be in the middle of the night.